I want to turn to politics. There was some reporting this week that you are possibly under consideration to be Donald Trump's running mate. I don't put a lot of stock in this reporting right now, or we're early. But you said it would be an honor to be offered a spot on his ticket. Really?
Yeah, I think anyone who's offered the opportunity to serve this country as vice president should be honored by the opportunity to do it if you're in public service. I'm in the Senate because I want to serve the country. Being vice president is an important way to serve the country. But I've also been clear, I've never talked to Donald Trump. I've never talked to anybody on his team or family or inner circle about vice president. That's a decision he's going to make. He has plenty of really good people to pick from.
I mean, the reason why I ask is, look what happened to the last guy. A mob stormed the Capitol, literally calling to hang Mike Pence. And Trump defended those chants of hanging Mike Pence.
I will tell you this, that when Donald Trump was president of the United States, this country was safer, it was more prosperous. We had relations, for example, in a part of the world that I care about called the Western Hemisphere that were very strong. We had a lot of good things done there. I think the country and the world was a better place when he was president. And I would love to see him return to the White House in comparison to the guy who's there now, Joe Biden, who's been a disaster economically. Look at the world. Every single day we wake up to a new crisis, to a new conflict. Everything has gone on fire since the time Joe Biden took over. Afghanistan's gone down. Ukraine has been invaded. Now the Philippines and the Chinese are on the verge of something bad happening every single day, not to mention the threats to Taiwan. We have this blow up in Haiti going on in our very own hemisphere. We wake up every single day, terrorist attacks.
Yes.
9 million people across the
I mean,
planet.
you're not suggesting that's all happening because of Biden.
Absolutely, I am. Absolutely, I'm suggesting it happening because of Biden. He's president, and his weakness and his...
It's because of Biden that Russia invaded Ukraine?
Absolutely.
That Haiti...
Hello?
Okay,
absolutely. I mean, Putin is sitting there saying, these guys can't even stand up to the Taliban, and they have to fly people hanging off the wings of these airplanes. Now's the time to go.
Trump's the one saying suggesting that there should be a deal that effectively gives Putin what he wants in Ukraine. But can we take a quick...
Well, that's not true. What he has said is he wants the conflict to end, which is striking to me that why wouldn't people want peace? What I've said is there is going to be a negotiated... So Russia's not going to take all of Ukraine. And Ukraine's not going to push Russia back to where it was in 2014. I want Ukraine to have the upper hand in any negotiation.
Wow.
I mean, that was a great answer from Marco.
Yeah.
That's why we loved him from the very beginning when he first ran for Senate in Florida. But John Karl.
Yeah, come on. What happened to him?
Wow.
I used to think he was decent. He was fair. Boy, he's not. Hasn't been lately, that's for sure.
That interview was terrible.
I mean, you can consider just some of the international things that have gone on.
Yeah.
Some of the policies of this president that have led to the slaughter in Israel, the debacle of the pullout in Afghanistan. China continues to threaten to invade Taiwan. The censure of the U.S. from the British Parliament for the first time in history. The French are pissed off at us over the submarine deal they were left out of. The border invasion catastrophe. I'm sure there's 100 more things I could name. And that's not even getting into the economy. Inflation,
domestically,
taxes, wages.
Well, Trump, we had money.
Right.
Sure did.
That's right. I mean, it's a disaster, John Karl. And you're, okay with it? Are you suggesting that that's because of Joe Biden?
Yes. I mean, that was the only opening that Rubio needed. Oh, okay. It's like you pulled a string. Are you suggesting this is only about Joe Biden? Go.
Yeah.
And Rubio's like, yes, this, and this. I mean, that was the easiest answer ever,
And you can bet your rectal cavity that if Trump was the guy in office, they'd be blaming him
100%.
for everything and then some. They're still blaming him for things.
They're still blaming him.
3.5 years after his presidency, they're blaming him for the border.